Now this is something I received quite a few comments about after my video on nutrition language. And I'm not attacking a legitimate nutrition research or saying that studying what foods contain has no purpose. But we also have to look at it realistically and what this language has become and how people use it outside research papers, laboratories and medical settings. Because in everyday life it has taught us to stop seeing foods as foods and start assembling meals according to what each food supposedly contains. And I was a victim of this myself. I used to assemble meals according to nutritional categories. I thought every meal needed carbohydrates, protein, healthy fats and fiber. So I kept adding something from every category. Now looking back, those meals were kind of creepy, especially my breakfasts. Nothing was simply allowed to be the food. Every item had a nutritional job. The bread was the carbohydrate. The egg, fish or cheese was the protein. The nuts were the healthy fat. The fruit or vegetables were the fiber. I was constructing a nutritional checklist on a plate and losing sight of whole foods. In my last video I used a whole fish as an example, and I did not mean that you should survive only on fish. I meant that the fish can simply be the meal at that moment. I mean it's an entire animal. You do not need to add something because the fish is supposedly missing carbohydrates, fiber or healthy fat. The fish is already the food. P.J. August then used a banana as an example and said you could not survive on bananas alone. But that was not the point. What I meant was that the banana does not need to be added to the fish because the fish is supposedly missing carbohydrates. So they do not need to be eaten together to work. You can eat the banana when you wake up, then the fish for lunch and I don't know, maybe oats later or in any other order. Each whole food was the meal. You were not assembling nutrient categories. You were simply eating food. And that does not mean eating the same food every day. You would not do that anyway. Seasons and availability change, and naturally you want different foods at different times. This system already worked. It's just that we manipulated food and the society around eating so much that the nutrition language appears necessary to reconstruct what we destroyed. But the food was never incomplete. We made it look incomplete. And now we are trying to fix something that was never broken.